This is 9 hours at Singapore's Changi Airport without visiting the Jewel. This is Singapore's Changi Airport. I'm stuck here for 9 hours. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to find 9 things to do in 9 hours and see whether this really is the world's greatest airport. It is one of my favourites, so it should be all right. Join me and we'll see just how you can occupy yourself for 9 hours at Singapore's Changi. Let's go.
Changi Airport is located in Singapore and is home to Singapore Airlines. It's a huge airport and last year handled almost 68 million passengers, making it one of the world's busiest international airports. It's also considered one of the world's best, having won the Star Treks Award for the world's best airport, a staggering 7 times in the last 10 years. Changi is spread over 4 terminals, but in this video I'll concentrate on terminals 1, 2 and 3 because this is where long-haul travellers will spend most of their time. Terminal 4 is used mainly for low-cost airlines and some regional flights. Number 1 on my things to do is plane spotting. Please note that this is not a ranked list, it's simply 9 cool things to keep you busy during a long layover. In terms of plane spotting, Changi isn't actually that good when you compare it to airports like Hong Kong and Seoul. However, you're at an airport, so you may as well spend some time looking at the planes and the activity outside, and the best place to do that is here, from the windows near the snooze lounge in Terminal 1. There are no runway views here, but you'll see plenty of variety as it overlooks the main taxiway. And in the distance, you'll see some cargo operations and the Singapore Airlines engineering base. The other area that's not too bad for plane spotting is near the koi ponds in Terminal 3, although this is a bit Singapore Airlines heavy, so it doesn't have the variety.
That's a face only a mother could love. So here's my dilemma. I've got no idea what order I'm doing these in, so I can't say, oh, here's number 1, the swimming pool, or number 3, the cinema, whatever it is. So I'm just going to use this number here, and this is number 2.
The gardens at Singapore Airport are a world of their own and definitely worth checking out, although I suspect some are just a cover-up. More on that in a minute. You'll find inside gardens at every terminal. They are generally in the central areas and are magnets for people wanting to take photos. Then there are the outside gardens, which are all very aptly named.
Well, this certainly lives up to its name. How cool's that? So the sunflower garden gets a tick of approval. For the smokers, there's even a smoking area.
To me, the best one was the cactus garden in Terminal 1. This is by far the largest of the outside gardens and is also the one with the best views of the aircraft activity.
As with all these gardens, they do double up as smoking areas, so smokers come up here and puff away. Not sure how you'd want to in this humidity and heat, but hey, if that's your thing, go for it. I've reached another one of the gardens. This is the water lily garden. Water lilies? I suspect though that this is actually more of a smoking terrace, and they put a couple of water lilies here to give it a fancy name. There you go. It's here though, Terminal 2. Check it out.
Best garden of all though can be found in Terminal 3.
This butterfly garden is super cool, and there's not a smoker to be seen. This is not a cover for a smoker's area. Get down here, obviously before it gets dark, because at night the butterflies go to sleep, the moths come out, they're not as pretty. This is really cool. I like this one. And this is number 3.
In Terminal 1, just up the escalators leading to the Transit Hotel, you'll find the best thing ever.
My biggest tip, long layover here, bring your bathers, jump in the pool, enjoy the sunshine and really cool off. You'll definitely appreciate it. Families with kids absolutely love it. I've done this a number of times with the boys. They've really enjoyed it. And what's a pool without a pool bar? How cool is this?
Those not wanting to swim but still keen on physical activity can hit the gym. There are also showers and lounge access that you can buy, as well as beauty treatments and proper hotel rooms.
Yeah, it's best to book in advance because it's not always when you walk in you will have reservation.
Now, if you really can't handle the long transit time and you admit defeat, you can come into one of these oases. It is a transit hotel. They have them in every terminal. 6 hours here will set you back 217 Singaporean dollars for some guaranteed sleep. But I'm continuing on. And here's number 5.
After a swim, you'll no doubt be hungry.
So what's my hot tip for eating here at Changi? Well, on the ground level, where everybody is, where all the shops are, you'll find the fancier coffee shops, the fancier restaurants. But head up to level 3, one level up, and there you'll find the street food, the hawkers corners, the more authentic and cheaper food. Tastier too.
Each terminal has some Hawker's Corner food offerings, but the biggest and best selection can be found upstairs in Terminal 3. If a post-meal movie is your thing, then Changi Airport has you covered with a full cinema in Terminal 3. It's free and it's located upstairs just near the Butterfly Garden.
So I'm here for 9 hours, but I'm not seeing the jewel. And why is that? Well, you've got to go through immigration, you've got to fill out your arrival, your health forms and all the rest of it. Last time I was here, that took a fair while, and at the end of the day, the jewel is a shopping centre with a fountain. And there's another way to see it. If you take the train between T2 and T3, you're going to go straight through it. Let's go and try that now. And I'll show you how you can see the jewel without visiting it, without having to fill in any forms. Let's go.
The SkyTrain is free, so you can ride it all day if you like. It's a great way to get between the various terminals and a great way to see the jewel's main attraction.
Number 8's my favourite. No idea which one's number 8, but you're about to find out.
Yeah, nah, shopping is not my favourite. My favourite is actually number 9.
And of course there's always shopping, with every temple to capitalism represented here at Changi Airport. You want it, you can pretty much buy it here, I think, and pay a lot of money for it. Concord, it's tempting. Should I? Can't cut around me for 5 weeks. But, it is very, very tempting. Have a look at it. It's over here. I have been on the Concorde when it was still flying at a BA Open Day back in the early 90s, but I've never flown on it. I'd love to have flown on the Concorde. How cool does that look? Now, I don't often do a lot of shopping here at Singapore. One of the things I do always buy is this stuff. Absolutely swear by it. It's like a heat rub, pain relieving heat rub. You've got sore back, sore muscles or anything, this stuff is fantastic. And reasonably priced too. You can get it at the pharmacies. Also, you can get melatonin here without a prescription. Good to know.
And of course, there's plenty of duty free on offer. I do like looking at all the fancy spirits and, given the opportunity, trying them.
It's sample time. What have we got here? Don Julio 1942 tequila. Cheers. Here's to a great flight. Cheers. That'll put hairs on your chest. That's nice. It's a good thing that Singapore has a zero drugs policy. This carpet in Terminal 2, I don't think you'd be wanting to look at it if you're on any sort of substance.
The good thing is that in Singapore you can drink the water, and there are plenty of places to fill your bottle.
Now, to be perfectly honest, one of the best things to do at Changi is to actually do nothing and just sit and watch the world go by, whether it's near some of these windows and doing some plane spotting, or just in one of these comfy chairs somewhere and just relax. The people watching here is fantastic. People watching in all airports really is cool, because you got people coming from all over the world, transiting through, coming from the most obscure places, and yeah, everybody's got a story. That's what I love about airports. So at some stage during your 9 hours, take the time to just sit, relax, take it all in.
Now, if after all of this the thought of a long layover is just too much, then you're in luck, because Changi Airport also has a number of free city tours available.
So that's 9 hours at Changi Airport. What you can see, what you can do. Now, there's still one thing missing, one question that hasn't been answered that I'm sure you've got. You're probably too embarrassed to ask. Well, you shouldn't be embarrassed, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to know. That question that every tourist wants to know. And that is, when I get to Changi, I'm going to be able to see and do all of this stuff. But will I be able to buy a fridge magnet? Got good news for you. Yes, come to Changi and you'll be able to buy a fridge magnet. You'll be able to buy lots of them. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of Changi, and whether you'd spend 9 hours here and do what I've done, or whether you'd go out into the city, go and see the Jewel, or try and get flights with a shorter connecting time. I know that's not always possible, but let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Please do check out my channel. There's a whole lot of other stuff on there, great behind the scenes videos, trip reports, flight reviews, and a lot more on the way. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy travels.